Coming up 19 past 6, Verity's in the bunker. Did you have a good weekend, Verity?
I had a great weekend.
Best thing you did?
I went to my first ever wedding.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's quite surprising, actually, isn't it? You know, that
maybe,
at your
yeah.
age, I don't know, at your age it would be surprising because you've got quite a few friends.
Yeah, but they're all quite young. I mean,
Yeah.
they'll all be like 22, so people get married at like
So how old
35.
was the person getting married?
About 35.
Right.
Yeah.
No, older friend then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was awesome.
Friend or acquaintance, maybe a family member, I don't know. Because I haven't asked those questions and I'm not going to.
You haven't quite got into the details of it yet.
What do you reckon? I mean, as a result of having gone to your first wedding, any good or not?
It's kind of like an all-age drunk disco. Kind of like going back to school but with old people.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun though, I like it. You get
It's
some
nice
great
because
music.
it's one of those events. It's one of the, and there aren't that many of them, which truly do span generations because
Exactly.
everybody goes.
Yeah, everyone goes and everyone gets on the dance floor and you see a sort of cross-section of moves that were popular when they were clubbing, you know, so like the robot, which I haven't seen in years.
You've got your rest home section of the dance floor.
from the Zimmer Frames.
And you've got your kindergarten section. No, that's fantastic. I'm glad you had a good time. What present did you take? Did you take a present?
I didn't take a present. The person I was with just took money.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but isn't that kind of what you want?
I don't know. No, I'm not so sure. Right, Ireland is trending #1, which is not surprising.
Yes. So obviously everyone is incredibly excited about the fact that Ireland won. I mean, even though we're Kiwis and we lost, the general feeling on Twitter seems to be, you know what, they were a great side, they played a great game and we deserved to lose. They played better than us and we just like being beaten by the Irish. There's always been a bit of a, on Twitter especially, a bit of a sort of underdog complex of support for the Irish. So this
Well, also they're great supporters. I don't know if you've ever been to a game where the Irish have been on one side. I remember during the Rugby World Cup here, so the previous Rugby World Cup that was held in New Zealand, I went to Eden Park and there is absolutely no doubt in my mind that the best game that was played was Australia-Ireland. And the atmosphere in that stadium was just second to none.
I remember that. Everyone got really stoked about it, even though we weren't playing.
It was just fantastic. Even my Australian friends who were there, and of course Australia missed out, you know, thank God. But even they had to say, my God, that is quite a crowd. You know, the Irish, they know how to play. They know how to. Do you know what? The Irish know how to have fun.
They do, which is
ironic. We gave them a win. We gave them a win.
We did.
And the thing is, you know you can't win forever. You can't carry on winning all the time. If you could, I'd be really annoyed at this loss. But everyone knows you can't win all the time. If you're going to... So your first loss, as long as it's not against the Australians...
Yeah. I was going to say, as long as you don't lose against the Australians, it's fine.
Yeah. Imagine if that had been Australia and Sydney.
Oh, God.
Oh, all right then. Andrew Little is also trending. People like his speech. I don't know. I saw a bit of the speech. It was okay, but I don't know.
You are a bit of a hard-boiled skeptic of his, though. You've never been particularly sort of like, woo, and Twitter is a bit more woo.
Do you know what? He just doesn't have the whole theatre thing. You know, theatre is so important in politics, and he doesn't really have the theatre. It's like very workmanlike. He didn't put a foot wrong, really, but there was no magic.
Yeah, he lacks sort of razzle-dazzle. But what happened is that he made this speech at the Labour Party conference. Everyone said, I feel really inspired about politics and democracy again. You seem to have really brought back the principles and the passion of Labour, which is quite rare for Twitter to actually comment on that sort of stuff. Normally it's just news outlets.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, and that's good. We've got him on the program a little bit later on. He's got that bit of a slip up with that bloody policy of his. They launched one substantial policy, and that was really it. That one substantial policy came out of the entire conference, and it was costed wrong. You know, I mean, seriously.
Fine.
Sorry, you know, let's snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. Right, Google Trend Search. Okay, so what you can do now... what they've done is they did this before with Brexit, didn't they?
Yeah.
So they're just looking at what everyone's searching and working out, if you ask a question like this, it means this is the way you would vote.
Yeah. So what they're doing is they're taking all the Google search data. What they've done is they've just taken all the Google search data from last week in America.
Yep.
They've taken it, they've collated it together, and they've tracked the questions that people are asking. And people are asking 10% more about Hillary Clinton than they are about Trump. Now, when this happened with Brexit, they said that this indicated that Brexit would happen because people were asking more about what would happen if Britain leaves than stays. So this is actually Google coming out and saying, look, you know what, at the end of the day, we reckon Hillary's going to win based on our trend search results.
Yeah. So they agree with me. So what you're saying essentially
Yes.
is Google agrees with Paul Henry.
Yeah, I think that's how we should.
That's how we should interpret that data. No, that's interesting. And it's probably a very reasonable thing because what we know is there's still a considerable number of undecideds. If most of them are Googling Hillary Clinton.
About Hillary Clinton.
And just very quickly, there's a new gadget. It's a pop-up. Because how many times do people say, oh, you've got to look at this, and they show it to you on your phone.
Tiny
and
screen.
It's tiny little screen.
Tiny screen
So
for
there's
a
now
mouse.
a pop-up projector.
Yes, this is amazing. So what it is the size of your fist, and you open it up like a spring umbrella, and it becomes the size about your desktop computer, and then you just plug it into your phone, and you can watch stuff on the screen that you're playing on your phone. So
I love it.
Yeah.
I bet it's very light sensitive. That would be the only problem. So if you were outside, it would be hard to do. But anyway, I think it's a great idea. How much is it?
$364.
I'm out. Right, what is the poll today?
The poll today is, are you at all upset by the All Blacks loss to Ireland?
Okay, this will be interesting, Verity. Thank you. You can answer the poll on paulhenry.co.nz. Are you at all upset by the All Blacks loss to Ireland? 6:30 News is next on the programme. Plus